Case. Miss hit, but it's found Dalglish and he turns and scores! Dermot put in by Highway. And the chest down by Perriman dropped nicely for Dalglish, and now Kennedy. And Souness, can he turn on it? Pulled it back for Case. Dalglish! McDermott. Kennedy at the far post, and in it goes. Not sure who's claiming that. I think it may have been an own goal off Lacey. Johnson on for McDermott. Ray Kennedy in the middle, the ball with Dalglish, and now Johnson, Souness, Dalglish did well to turn on the shot. Johnson, 4-0. Robbed him as clean as a whistle. And now here's Dalglish put away by Ray Kennedy. Dalglish for Johnson, number 5. Dane's now on his line, knows that he must keep still. Will Neil put it in the same place again? No, he doesn't. So that now is 6-0, and this is becoming a rout. Johnson, and Johnson a ball into acres of empty space for Highway, and Highway a brilliant crossback. McDermott it was who finished it, and what a classic goal. Tottenham in remnants. Top. There's a useful foot stuck out there by McCall. Here's Parkin. And McCall lets it go. Latchford. 1-0. Scores his 6th goal of the season, and what a beautifully struck penalty it was. Coppell takes the corner. McQueen is coming and meeting it, and somehow they've scrambled it away, and Jordan has scored. A minute and a half from time. Joe Jordan. Johnson, possibilities here. Souness, defence closed. Liverpool must try another way. Highway. Souness, Dalglish, Johnson. There's nobody there for Derby. Case again. This time the long diagonal ball towards Ray Kennedy's head. So simple. Derby fast asleep. Thompson. By Johnson. Dalglish has got round his man now. Little chip. Corner play back to Alan Kennedy. And Phil Thompson. Little chip back. Header by McCaffrey. It's only come out to Souness. His shot was blocked. This is Highway. Dalglish calling for it. And in on it fast. 4-0, Ray Kennedy. Highway. Johnson. Beautiful ball. And a great break by Hansen. Will he score? He set it up for Dalglish. 5-0. What a marvellous goal. Peach. Boyer. Peach coming. And that's an own goal. Absolutely hammered in there by Colin Vilger. Curran, McDonaghy coming in again. Back on for Holmes. Boyer. That's 2-0. That's a good goal. Simple, well worked, and clinically finished. Hartford. It's a great ball from Hartford to Barnes. Power is there. And he's made it. Curry steps in, now right for Everton. Hart, another good header. Oh, well, he's won that ball. Eddie Gray, past right, who made the challenge a bit early. Played on nicely for Hawley to shoot, and he'll score. Beautiful goal. Harvey taking the far post as Ross shapes up to take the free kick. And he's got it in! All that time to line up the wall, and it didn't work. Queen on the line, so too is Ritchie, and it's not easy for Godden there, as McElroy prepares to swing it in. Cunningham calling for the ball to feet up the line. Side instead to Ali Brown. Now out to Cunningham. The booing of the black players. Paid off there, or repaid by Tony Brown. Cunningham again. Past Koppel. Past McCreary. Regis wanting one chipped in, no, it's played in low for him. Back heel for Cantello. What a magnificent goal! What a great goal! Houston to take the free kick. Over it comes towards McQueen. Houston. A useful header that Cantello won there. Albion in a little bit of trouble here. McElroy, good change of feet, and a great goal! What a good goal again! Robson. Statham. Cantello's header on, and Tony Brown has scored. The last blow of the first half, surely, struck by Tony Brown. That's a neat little header from Regis for Cunningham, and if he keeps his head, he'll score. Koppel. Cunningham getting the ball, beats Houston, and He's away again to show that pace and grace and control. Just a nicely weighted little pass for Ali Brown, who's turned inside Brian Greenoff. On for Regis. Oh, what a goal! Harris, not a very good clearance. Power, well found by Hartford. That would have been an excellent goal in any conditions, but here it was a little miracle. Mackenzie curler. It's gone in off Corrigan's hands. But the linesman has got his flag up on the far side of the field, and the referee is going over to talk to him, and I suspect that that's going to be ruled out. No, it's given. Referee had a word with the linesman and pointed to the middle, so Duncan Mackenzie is credited with his 4th goal for Chelsea. Kidd. Allowed to go on. Chelsea maybe didn't see the highlights of last week's game. Deflected shot from Bromwich, and he's got a goal. They've got the 2 big fellas up there, Droy and Wicks. It's Wicks they're looking for, and they've found Droy and Osgood, and it is now 2-2. It was a corner at the other end just a minute or so ago that produced Chelsea's goal. What now can City do? Couldn't make contact. Owen losing it to Langley, and Walker is chasing it, and Corrigan has come to meet him, and Walker has slipped it under him, and Chelsea are in front. Walker did that so well. Ricks. What a good cross to Price, and Sunderland has got it. What an exceptionally good break by Arsenal. Matches 2 here at Old Trafford. Sunderland, he's onside, and he scored a second. Alan Sunderland has struck twice inside a minute, and United must be surely dead and buried. Fullback Cooper played beautifully for Jerry Gow, who's onside. Whitehead is free, the ball's come to him, and that is the opening goal, is it? Yes. Well deserved by Bristol City, and that's Clive Whitehead's first goal of the season. Thomas, and in swinger, up goes Latchford, it's come to Andy King, and he's there! Dobson. Ross, it's not a controlled pass, and even still he manages to get it in, and King, if he turns here, could score, and he has! Andy King puts Everton 2-1 in the lead. Another scrappy goal, but Andy King won't mind that. His 13th goal of the season. King very much the hero of the hour for Everton. To Robinson. And Hunter's missed it. King's on for his hat-trick. Oh, what a finish. That was beautifully done. Andy King gets his first hat-trick of the season. Wright, in fact, is having a go. Oh, my word. What a cracker. Billy Wright's 2nd goal of the season. Viciously struck. With Murin going outside him, and Brazil streaking into the middle. That's left Mariner free. And he's got the goal. Hartford. Shannon, 1-0. Well, Mike Shannon has earned that one. chance to put City 2 ahead here. And just gets it under McDonough's dive. Reeves. Worthington. Early return, but it's not coming. Now they're aiming for him, and that's a tremendous shot from Bruce. That's the kind of finishing that has made Alex Bruce joint leading scorer in the second division. Case is away here. Chance for the shot, and it's in! In the end, the most direct of approaches played on by Ricks, but riding it. Now Neil, McDermott, Johnson to Souness, and just a touch, but Dalglish will score. In the end, Liverpool had too many men free, and Dalglish got the final touch. Now McDermott, Case, Souness. Slipping Talbot, could be number 3 here, but Dermot gets it. Made by Souness, finished by McDermott. Allardyce's throw, was header, Gowling under it. Worthington now from Gowling's header, and Worthington, and what a beautiful Worthington goal! Far side, possibly not aware that Ron Greenwood is going to stand on this side. Now here goes Brazil, who is onside, and there goes the equaliser. Well, a simple goal, lofted over. One closer to the goalkeeper, and Mills was allowed a free header, and it is prodded in, I think, by Walk. Walk certainly claiming the credit, and Walk it is who gets the congratulations. Mills for Ipswich. Jones just headed it on to Brazil, and Brazil has got away from him. Chance for him to get his second here, and he has done it very well indeed. It's a good corner. What a good goal too from Allardyce. Well, that was an Allardyce special. Giles. That's a good one, but Siddall has got it. No, he's lost it, and it's turned in, and the goal is given to Jerry Jones. Well, I don't suppose Arnold will be too displeased about that. Makes the angle a bit more interesting for him. And the goal has gone in from Rostrom. Well, that would have been curtains. Siddall will have to be in action again. This time he saves well. Rostrom. Header down. Brown. He's got it.
Who's come across to take it, very much a left-footed player. Colin Franks has come up. Stainrod jumping, and it's gone in from Simon Stainrod. So the perfect start. Mayo turning past Tony Kenworthy, and what a magnificent strike at goal from Joe Mayo that has really brought Orient back into this. And looking to turn his man, but being forced away, finding Houghton. Now Kitchen, it's 2-1, and Peter Kitchen's on his way again. and they'll have enjoyed that particularly. The field is, of course, how to cope without the creative talents of Tony Curry. And taken by Peter Taylor. Now a chance for Spurs to open it up. And beautifully taken. The referee just looking across to check with the linesman. Like handball by Lee. There was nothing wrong with the tackle. Harris for Hankin. Now Graham. Goal! Arthur Graham for Leeds. On for Perryman. Turning inside Frank Gray. Back for Ardiles. And a goal surely for Colin Lee.
To me wild and wild.
Looking for Hart, down for Graham, and it might well have been Stevenson. Well, they're congratulating each other. Tony Brown sat up nicely for him, and what a way to break a record. Tony Brown's 209th. Johnston. 3 to hit with the cross. Back for Regis, and was it deflected? But it's in. Cyril Regis' shot. Albion still have plenty of men forward to take advantage of it. Cunningham. Johnston. Regis. And that secures the points from Cyril Regis. For Southampton, who numerically in the middle of the field, working quite effectively at the moment. Now Flynn. Graham. Having to check back. What a marvellous shot, and what a marvellous goal from Arthur Graham. Out from Golak. In goes Madeley. Across comes Nicol, and he's lost it. It's Graham again. Now Paul Madeley. And it was deflected. The goal is given. And Paul Madeley gets the congratulations. And they won't want to take that one away from him. And the smiles all around because Eddie Gray, another of the 30-plus brigade. Curry. Oh my goodness! And Tony Curry milks the applause that is so deserved. Eddie Gray. Graham to Cherry. And again they're caught, and Hankin is onside, and Golak has put it into his own net. Hankin can smile. He certainly caused the problems. Taken by Rice. Up goes Sunderland! And Arsenal go in front with Alan Sunderland. Blowing. Now Johnson setting it up for Hornsby. Took a little too long, but it might come for Lehman. Arsenal are in trouble. Johnson scores! Chris Turner delighted at the other end. just delaying. Leeds have 6 players ahead of Curry. It might come for Orient. Certainly, we know the travesty if City did get an equaliser. Kidd. Not on his favoured foot. Oh! Well, you expect it from Brian Kidd's left foot, but he worked it onto the right. And the substitute who's on as a defender. It's kindly for McMartin. Now Brownlee. 3 waiting for the cross. Peter with his one, and it's so simple. Well, he's been the most effective attacker on the field in these difficult circumstances. Daniel. Carr. And Kenny Hibbett's onside and equalises. And the stunned silence envelops St James's Park. Ferguson. Straight to Harris. Only Hankin is up with him. Curry and Graham trying to join forces. And it comes in for Tony Curry. Beautifully taken. And once again, the characteristic gesture of applause from Curry. Goal scoring hasn't just been a problem for Millwall this season. Sheffield United have been seeking the right permutation up front. It's really another experiment today with Stainrod and Smith. But it's Walker for Millwall. Being allowed to run all the way and making the most of the chance. The goal for Phil Walker. The only point Millwall have ever got in league visits here came a couple of years ago, and they may have a chance here for Seasman. Yes, after Mitchell had broken, and it looks like 2 points this afternoon. Frank Gray. Hal Hawley, and John Hawley ends a barren spell. Good turn from Robson, and he was unlucky. Deflected off Ryan for Bond. And Kevin Bond gets a goal out of nothing. Freedom in the first half, now finds himself in the centre of a battle and makes a mistake under pressure. Robson, Fashanu this time. Leeds to lift themselves back into this game. And that was Peters nearly letting Flynn in, an open goal for Curry, and then Hawley. So the call was for character. Bent in towards Paul Hart, who scores. 21 minutes gone, and Leeds, after battering away, not entirely convincingly.
With calling for one to go straight down the middle, he doesn't get it, only goes to Kelly, number 2. Cassidy to Connolly. And there's a clever one, Full marks to Peter Wynn. Exactly, they were hooping it away. chance for win. He scored it. And that's really set the seal on it. Peter With. He went in much too hard. Clark rather, Puggy much too hard on Walker. And it's a great goal by Wynn. He really went for that one, a critically fighting ball. By Hibbett. And Wynn, what a lovely goal. He timed that beautifully. And after 9 minutes, Peter Wynn has scored. Racing onto that one, and that's done it. The referee takes one look at the linesman, but that's the break that Sunderland needed. It's been pretty poor service up to the two Bristol strikers. Now a chance for Entwistle again, straight down the middle, the defence completely square, wide open, and that's 2-0. Loose to Henderson. Neatly taken by Roston. Henderson once again. And it's a goal! That's it, the hat-trick. Here's Wayne Entwistle gets Sunderland's first hat-trick of the season, and the crowd rise to it. Great effort by Bob Lee. Raul going down the middle, calling for it. There's Raul, gets on the right side of the defender. Dave blocks that first effort, still with Raul. Entwistle. Oh, Lee must. Yes. Well, he could almost, as they say in the old days, could have taken the lace out of the ball. Buckley. To Lee. Bolton. In comes Entwistle from the right. Oh, it's oh, you would hardly believe it. Gary Raul at last has got his name on the score sheet, and again the man who makes the pass inside was Wayne Entwistle. He must have got a bang on his head. And a great header and a goal! And it's Osgood who's done it! Thanks to Armstrong. And it comes to Mahoney, and that's a nasty deflection. And Proctor scored! He's equalised. Oh, he showed tremendous coolness for a youngster. Tremendous throw, he helped on, surely, Burns, yes! Oh, that was a tremendous throw, and it's a goal by Burns. Cummins, that's a beautiful ball to Armstrong, who's onside, and he gets it inside to Burns, surely number 3, yes it is. And Chelsea pulled apart in rags and tatters. Fizzles out, and the Borough now race forward, that long one from Burns to Cummins. He's got to do it all himself. He's got a lot of shirts, and his Armstrong has scored, and that really was a beautiful goal made by Cummins. And Walker pushed in the back by Craggs. Free kick to Chelsea. It's it square to Britton. Oh, well left for Stride, and Borough are exposed a bit. Surely someone can, yes. A goal knocked in by Bumstead. Bumstead gets it back to Stride. Two men who engineered the second Chelsea goal. Burns to Mahoney, now to Cummins. Borough almost 6 forwards up, and it's a goal! And it's the hat-trick for Mickey Burns. Aylock getting it down to Langley, rather easily beaten. Armstrong into Burns. Proctor on his right. This is Proctor, and Cochrane's got a million miles of ball. And it's a beautiful goal! Oh, that really was a corker of a goal. It's going to Aylock. Suddenly, Bromwich comes away and he's given it to Burns. Hands up here for offside, and Cochrane was never offside. Now Burns is not offside, and there's the 7th. And really, Woodcock. Bertels on his left, this is Bertels again. Oh, it's a beauty! That is a superb goal. He was challenged then by McAndrew, but Woodcock made the goal first of all. Now McAndrew, and in goes Proctor, and there's Cummins and Proctor, and he's right at last. Well, that shows how you really have to work for your goals against the Forest. So a penalty. Robertson take it and score. Now John Robertson has scored after 48 minutes from the penalty spot. Oh, McAndrew, a terrible effort, and Bertels to score. Oh, what a terrible effort by McAndrew, who spreads now his head in his hands. And the chance for Raul, and he's got it. The Sunderland marking is so good, it's almost impossible for the Newcastle players to get away from their shadows, and now here's Raul bursting through. And it's another beauty from Gary Raul. Walker to take the free kick. Sunderland have got 10 men back in defence. Doesn't do them any good, and it's a goal. Gary Raul has scored both goals in the first half. Also missed a simple chance in the first half. Now gets a wonderful chance to get his hat-trick from the penalty spot. The usual whistling we could do without. And Raul has made it 3-1. Bob Lee, striker turned midfield player, Rostron, knocking it short to Raul. It's a good pass that. It's a beauty from Raul, and there's the 4th goal. What a magnificent piece of work by Gary Raul. And Gary Raul takes all the credit.
Shoulder against Jones. No mistake. No mistake. Alan Shoulder's 3rd goal of the season. Peacock. It's a bit of trouble there. It's the equaliser. A slack bit of work there by Kenny Mitchell. Let's in Charlton Athletic for the equaliser. Again for Brownlee wide on the right. Good pushing by With, no. Chance now for Martin. Oh, what a soft goal. Walker chips it in. It's in. Kenny Mitchell looks delighted, and no wonder. Peacock with it. And it's in. Well, how did that one get through from Dave Shipperley? Shoulders in the middle, more support arriving through Connolly, who still has to turn this ball across. He does. Martin! That's there by Shoulder. Newcastle United get the second half underway just as they got the first. Still Shaw in a bit of trouble here. John Connolly's with a chance. He's taken it! John Connolly, the scorer. Shaw now. And that's in! Well, that goal came just absolutely out of nothing from Martin Robinson.
Ashcroft. Wood Hodgson getting it. It's a goal. That really was a good goal by Mickey Burns, but every credit to David Hodgson. Hodgson, forward to Mahoney. Now Burns. Oh, surely Ashcroft, yes, two. That really was lovely football as the ball. And Givens, he scored. My goodness, he hit that well. Sunderland must realise they're in quite a match. Getting it up to Evans, and here comes Moore. He's got another chance to put Cardiff in the lead, and he's taken it. And so that's a shock for Sunderland. All back, waiting for a clearance by Sunderland. Evans, Bishop, he scored! Bishop has scored! That one hit the stanchion at the back of the net and came... This really is high drama. Ashurst, he scored! Oh, that really was a cracker! Awful lot of bright players pushed forward. Oh, it's a beautiful goal! Magnificently headed by Horton. Ward. Beautiful close control by Ward, and it's a goal! Straight under the body of Kevin Carney. Should have saved that one. But Ward certainly deserved that goal for the way he brought the ball under control. Ryan to Ward. Maybank to Ward. Oh, it's almost the third. It is the third. And there's no doubt about that one. Pivot with Martin, and a goal by his shoulder. And Steele really hammering his defenders because of that ball was put in by Martin right along the ground. No Brighton defender moved to it, and Alan Shoulder hit it first time.
Mabbott, good cross. Royals got Ritchie behind him. It's a chance for Gow, and it's there. A beautifully worked goal, with Jerry Gow getting his first goal of the season. Dobson. Oh, loses Hunter nicely. Latchford a chance here, and that's a beautiful goal by Bob Latchford. That levels the score up after 11 minutes at 1-1. Hunter, and what a goal! Well, what a tremendous goal by Norman Hunter. And Everton showing their class the way they're having a good share of this match, even though they're a man short. Dobson's cross, and that's a beautiful goal there. Bob Latchford has scored it. It was Walsh's header that hit the post. And just as I was saying how well Everton were doing with 10 men, they've underlined the point by drawing level.
Still West Ham press forward. Pat Holland. Roxon. Oh, what a great goal. What a great goal.
Whitehead. Ritchie. Gow. That's for Gillies. A good nod down. And it's there! A tremendous goal by Joe Royal. And the crowd love that.
Dennis Smith back on the field now to resume his place in the middle of the Stoke defence. That's a good header by O'Callaghan. Randall a chance. And a goal. 14 minutes gone. That's Irvine's ball. Chance for O'Callaghan, he's turned the defence and he's got a second. A penalty which John Buchanan is coming up to take for Cardiff. Well, O'Callaghan on the near post there was waiting. Dennis Smith also up. That's for O'Callaghan. Randall and Crooks. 3-1 Crooks.
Christie up and scores. Trevor Christie. First goal that the Leicester fans have had to cheer for their side here this season. Now Armstrong. Davis. Unlucky, and a break here for Bailey. Webb, the man, going with him. Can Bailey do it? Yes, he has! Alan Bailey! 1-1, a totally deserved goal for Cambridge United. Wild now. Oh, and a gift of a ball to Duncan. Yes! Oh, what quick thinking that was. John Duncan. 8 minutes gone. John Duncan celebrates. Orient. Daly streaming through the middle. Carter down the right touchline now. Always done well. Good chip, Duncan. And squeezed in by Steve Powell. 2-0. Gary Brown. Trick. And now Cunningham. Cunningham against Buckley. Got the cross in, Willie Johnston. Regis. Oh, yes. 2-1. Cyril Regis. Right on the button. His third goal of the season. Duncan helps it up. Statham is there. Oh, and a bad pass to Daly, who is going to score. Yes. 3-1. Well, West Bromwich Albion are wrapping up goals, gift-wrap goals, and giving them to Derby. Duncan, but Brown beating. Robertson, rather. Truick. Regis turning it inside. Here's Cunningham. Yes! Oh, yes! 3-2. Laurie Cunningham. Big open space in the middle of the park. But a corner. Big curl on it. Langley got up. Wex tries it. And poked in by Duncan McKenzie. 1-0 Chelsea. Just over 14.5 minutes gone. Barraclough. Chip ball aimed for Gallagher. Wex got there. Emmanuel. Fox. Lewington got just enough of it. It's not a bad ball from Emmanuel to Dillon. Far post, number 9, Don Givens. 1-1. Well, that pressure deserving of the goal. Callaghan lifts it off and a good cover job. Jimmy Cannon, a shot here for Irving. Good goal, Sammy Irving. Sammy Irving blasts Stoke into the lead. 1-0. Is being taken off for Palace once they can catch the eye of referee Trelford Mills. Elvis, a good ball for Murphy. This could be spectacular. Yes, it is! With the boys standing on the halfway line, calling him off the field for the substitution. Jerry Murphy has equalised. 23 minutes into the second half. That is unbelievable. throw, setting Mortimer loose. Gray and Little. And Gray. Here comes Gray with the first goal. Yes, Andy Gray. What a breakout that was for Aston Villa. Well, Jimmy Rimmer saved a penalty earlier in the week from Alan Ball. How's he going to get on now against Tony Brown? Right down the middle, 1-0 Albion. Tony Brown, his 5th goal of the season, 211 for the career. Traditionally, they've always had it good against West Bromwich Albion. They came here as underdogs, but they're fighting hard. And there's Evans and off Batson into the net. Well, I suppose you've got to credit the equaliser to Alan Evans. His 2nd goal of the season. Jerry Daly picking up Carter. And Daly. And Daly again. Put the ball. And surely eventually. Yes. Ritchie trying to find a bit of space for himself in the middle. Greenoff nicely down for Thomas. On to Ritchie. Looks good. Yes, it's going to go. Well, now they're going to give that goal to Andy Ritchie or McElroy. I would think in the generosity of his heart, Sammy McElroy might give that goal to Andy Ritchie, his first ever league goal. Could be McElroy. It is Thomas. And a terrible mistake there, and Greenoff scores. Jimmy Greenoff. Left-footed drive, 2-1. But gives the ball away to Mickey Thomas, and there's Jimmy Greenoff. Ritchie is over this side of the park, but is Greenoff needing him? Ritchie, yes! Oh, fine goal! Well, if there was any doubt at all about Ritchie's first goal in this game, there is no doubt whatsoever about that one. 15 minutes gone. Good dummy run by Cantello then. And Robson is teeing himself up for a drive. And Tony Brown is brought down, and Ali Brown scores the goal. Ali Brown has scored. 1-0. Albion, 19 minutes. Berry's header out. Daly didn't get hold of it. Tony Brown, though. Good drive. What a goal. Tony Brown. Oh! How about that? From that range, 2-0 Albion. Statham. Oh, beautifully done by Regis to Tony Brown. And there's Alistair Brown. I think he missed kick, but he gets the goal anyway. It's 3-0. 38 minutes of the second half.
But the man who topped them all in the First Division last season was Bob Latchford, reaching the elusive 30 league goals with finishing like this.
All right. Goal enlivening. Everton. King. Awkward ball. Good goal. Bob Latchford. Throw in which Richardson will take. Forced out. Good length on it. Stubbs gets it out. And a shot on the turn and a goal. Sammy Irvin. Well, there's a shot for you. Jeff Scott. O'Brien's under this. Oh, he lost it to Crooks. Has Crooks done too much? Richardson. O'Callaghan. Goal. Brian O'Callaghan makes it 2-0. 35 minutes of the second half gone. Richardson again reaching the long throw for O'Callaghan, and Irvine scores the first goal of the game. Sammy Irvine, 1-0, just as he did against Notts County last week. Put Stoke in front after 15 minutes. McGroarty, the touch for Kendall. Good first time ball stuff. On again to Kendall from McGroarty. Straightforward one touch football. Now Doyle. Crooks, Irvine going in for his second goal. Sammy Irvine. 2-0 Stoke. 22 minutes. O'Neill taking his time, and a shot here from Lloyd. Oh, that will do. Oh, Larry Lloyd, just over 14 minutes. That was a screamer from the left peg of big Larry Lloyd. The wee men like Archie Gemmell do better. There's Robertson. And McGovern. 2 goals to Nottingham Forest. John McGovern. Woodcock out on the left side where Robertson normally operates. Back to Gemmell. And O'Neill, surely. Yes, 3. Took a long time coming. 3-0. Just over 27 minutes of the second half gone. Stanley Ford has Wellings to work with. Being forced away out of it. And Ford is still there. And little chip and far post is Randall. And Wellings is going to score. Yes. 3-1. Some respectability about the scoreline insofar as York City are concerned. Gary Wellings brought on as the substitute has got the goal. And that build-up was pretty useful too. He scored a penalty against Birmingham City earlier in the season when Leeds won at home 3-0. Here he goes. And Frank Gray knocks in his 6th penalty of the season. Leeds' first goal of the afternoon. 1-0, 23 minutes gone. Looks for Henderson. Early ball in. It was a good one too. Williams. Buchanan. And stand back for Peake. Yes! Andy Peake. Well, given away, and Blackley is there. But in turn given away to Whitworth. Williams has beaten the offside trap. He's all right. He's okay. And Buchanan rams in the second goal. Nothing wrong with that one. Natras. Martin. And in with a chance is Natras. And in with a goal is Erling Natras, and it's 2-1. And Newcastle really strung that one together very neatly. Well, Albion aggressively and entertainingly going forward, trying to pull Leeds out of position. Good work. Cantello, Brown. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, sir! Tony Brown, he does it again. But Leeds down there again now. Graham to drive it, to score. Yes, nothing wrong with that. Arthur Graham, 1-1. About 30 seconds left on my watch in this first half. Stevenson on to Curry. Frank Gray is there. Stevenson. Ball to Graham. Curry. Looks good. And here's Harris. And a superb save. And finally forced in by Arthur Graham. 2-1 to Leeds. Bang on the 45-minute mark. That was a fine bit of build-up. I'm quite sure that the free kick's taken from the right spot. It's Daly to take it. Several targets to aim for. Rafferty. Touch. Rafferty again. And he's scored! Billy Rafferty's got it! He's broken the deadlock, and Rafferty's first goal of the season has put Wolves in front. Ian Atkins here has scored 4 out of the 10 goals that he's got. This for 1-1. Yes! With less than 5 minutes to go, Ian Atkins keeps Shrewsbury's hopes alive. Let's flick to Kelly. To Goodwin. Good ball, Smith. They're putting it together, and there's Buchanan with the first goal of the game. No doubt about that. Dave Buchanan. Oh, what a simple and beautifully worked goal. And Stoke shouting at each other in real anger. The end of the first half. Randall across on a header. Yes, Busby got there. The first header was Tommy Doyle, but the killer one was Busby. Woodcock. Good skills. Oh, beautiful goal! Gary Mangles picks it up. 1-0. 27 minutes of the first half. Robertson, ball aimed on for Woodcock, and he got there. And Birtles is in, and O'Neill is striding away on the far side, but Woodcock's going down here. He looks up for O'Neill to score goal number 2. Beautiful bit of work again. There's Forest forward line. Rampant, 2-0 up, 34 minutes gone. Carter then with the corner. That's Wicks. And that's a goal. No! Well, it's a goal now for Webb. 2-1 the score. 42 minutes gone. Regis chests it down, tries the shot. Oh! And that looked like a deflection from maybe Berry. Or hit it. Robson is getting the credit. Berry, Rafferty and McCall all on the far post, ready to come in. There's Berry. There's Richards. Beautiful goal. John Richards. A very similar goal to the one that Gary Birtles scored against Cologne.
Neighbour, Peters coming to the near post, over his head, and flicked it beautifully by Reeves. Bond's clearance, another great one. Baker can't control it. Chivers has got time. Neighbours there, and there's space down that right. Ryan, this is the sort of position he loves, with Reeves coming in towards the near post. But Walden's there first, and now it's Ryan. Sullivan to Peters, square out there is Bond with a lot of room. He can go forward a long way. Peach has fallen into the middle. Out there is Neighbour now, Pickering with him. Neighbour's cross. There's Chivers. It's looking really good. Williams. The rebound goes back to Williams and on to Curran. There's Hebbard here. Boyer just in front of him. Curran. Boyer found with a bit of room. Powell's there. And Sullivan. McDougall. He got that ball away. It was an awkward one, but McDougall makes them pay. Crossing it to Robson. It's a lovely ball. Robson against Tucker. Robson's cross, and there's Buckley. Ross over the top, and McEwen can go for this. He's not offside. McEwen's got a lot of room. Can he beat Porter? And here goes Tommy Robson. McEwen raises his arms in delight. I don't think that Tommy Robson will claim that one. Again, Cruz and Smith come up with Phillips on the near post. David Carlton right at the back. In comes Cruz. Gets it. Oh, it's a fine header. McEwen going to the near post, up he goes, and it's Cruz with a nice bit of judgment. And Robson again, can he make this cross count? And here comes Doyle. Oh! Ryan for Reeves, Hansen in there strongly, Dalglish a quick check to see whether he can control, he can, it's Johnson trying to return it to Case. And Dalglish a back header, can Bond get this? He's up against Highway, beats him. And a dangerous cross is in. And And it's straight in the back of the net from Steve Highway. 6 minutes gone. Dalglish and Hoadley. Dalglish getting the better of him. Dalglish still there. It's a great shot. Now Highway. And it's in. Another one for Liverpool. Another one for Steve Highway. Bad kick by Kennedy, or by Clements. Souness does well to get it out to Case. Neil going by him. Dalglish, there goes Case. Checked his stride beautifully. Here goes Alan Kennedy forward. He's dangerous. And Johnson with a chance to make it 3. And there it is. Suddenly they were wide open again, and Liverpool punished them so severely. 5 in the wall. Here goes Case. It's in. And the wall looked quizzically at one another. He hit a shoulder and went in. It's 4-0, and Case gets his 4th of the season. Confidently put into the net, and how badly they could have needed that one after the devastating start by Highway in the first half. Usman with Regis and wins it well. Picked up by Cantello. Batson on the right. Woods is with him. Cantello drops back. Tricky one as Regis comes for it now. Tries to knock it into space. Truick. Oh, a bad one, and it's knocked into the net by Ali Brown. That was a disaster for Ipswich and a bit of luck for West Bromwich Albion. On the edge of the area, Woods and Mariner. Bates playing off the two of them. And Harvey will have that. It's in the back of the net, and Beattie scored! Beattie with a free goal. Still Wymark and Mariner in the middle, but here's Woods coming over to help Tibbett. Bradshaw staying on his line. Again McCall away. Mills. Nice one to Tibbett. Murin is free behind him with a good bit of room. Mariner the far man. Mariner coming in on this. And down for what? Beautifully struck. And he had no real chance. He did well to get his hands to it. But a corner here and danger. With Osman at the back, Beattie at the front. Wymark up here. Good one. Mariner. And Wymark must get a great deal of that one. But his name won't go down in the book, I'm afraid. It's Mariner. So Berry up again for the corner. So is McCall just in front of him. Up goes Cooper. And Berry's there. That's it. Berry gets the congratulations. Quite rightly so. He didn't have a chance with that one at all. He went.
Gary Williams for Brighton to Maybank. Long ball into the middle. Rollins going up for the challenge. Sayer finding some space on that right side. Oh, good turn, and he's lost his man well. There's a smoke bomb in there. Well, that's incredible. Jerry Ryan has put Brighton ahead. Free kick then to Brighton. Halfway, or more than halfway into the Blackburn half. Free kick is lofted over to the far post. Rollins is there. And Andy Rollins makes it 2-0. That's the goal that Brighton needed to seal this game up. And that goal almost happened in slow motion. So it's to be a free kick then to Blackburn, just on the edge of the Brighton penalty area. John Aston to take the kick. Oh, and that's a fine goal. What a good goal that was.
Just nicked off an Ipswich player, giving Forrest the throw. No, it's a free kick, in fact. Gemmell taking it, just flicking it in there towards Woodcock. He was well marked by Walk. Now there might be a bit of space for Woodcock. Oh, Mills, what a strange pass to play. And it could be a goal, and it does, by Martin O'Neill. Away, Woodcock back to Robertson. looking to get it onto that favoured right foot. Barrett, now Weir's right in there. Oh! It's given! The referee looked at the linesman for a moment, pointing back to the centre. Ipswich don't like it, but... Now winning this free kick. O'Neill and Peter Weir, in fact, the scorers. Robertson chipping it in there towards Weir, and Larry Lloyd has put it in for number 3. Seconds at the start of the second half. Forrest now surely have put the game beyond the reach of Ipswich. Robertson on the far side also available. There's the cross coming in, too high for Anderson. There's O'Neill, and that's number 4. Ipswich were on their backs. Well played straight to John Robertson by the Ipswich defence. And a goal of Ipswich's making, but it's a beautiful shot by John Robertson. Young again, played it into trouble there, and Curry sending Eddie Gray on his way. Hawley and Arthur Graham are up. And Curry made a beautiful overlap. Oh, and what a beautiful goal by Tony Curry. What an amazing goal with 7 minutes gone. Well, Arsenal with a chance to get back to 1-1, which is what they are. Arsenal marauding away again with MacDonald and Brady linking up well. Stapleton's up there. MacDonald's looking for it too. Oh, what a goal! Here's again Tony Curry, that little bit of acceleration, the cross coming in low. Cherry with a shot. Oh yes, 2-2. Now Ardiles. Villa. Oh, good play by Villa. Ardiles. Oh, a lovely combination here, and it's gone for a goal. Duncan, the man who will be credited with it. The work undeniably, though, of the 2 Argentinians, and Spurs are in the lead. And the crowd are chanting Argentina, as you can probably hear, well aware, the Spurs fans, that that is a major contribution by these 2 Argentinians, who cost between them £700,000. It's into the net, and put there by Ken Swain. What a reply by Chelsea. 1-1. Chelsea, who have a home defeat against Everton and a victory at Wolverhampton so far to their credit this season. Villa now for Tottenham to Ardiles. All played on beautifully by Ardiles for Villa. Now, can he turn and do something about it? Armstrong with a shot! And again the Argentinians have made it. And Jerry Armstrong will finish it off on the stroke of half-time. Langley having a tussle with Lacey. Wilkins again, look at that beautiful ball. Played first time there for Locke. Here he is again. Played in first time, this time for Hay. And Locke again, curling in a good one to Swain once more, and that's another goal. 2-2. Within 2 minutes of the start of the second half, Chelsea have got back on terms. Watson. Barnes losing touch there. They pushed him onto that far touchline against Ron Harris. Onside, Mike Shannon. Only a fraction, but he was. Is it the opening goal? It is. And Shannon has scored it for Manchester City. Shannon, a nice header now for Futcher, and the second goal for Manchester City. And again, Chelsea caught out badly in defence. Shannon, Hartford, what a lovely move again to Ron Futcher, and that's number 3. What a beautiful City move.
Barnes with the kick. Deeper one this time, but it was a little too high for him.
Hartford turning it back in again, a hat-trick for Ron Futcher. That's his 3rd and City's 4th. And a header, and it's into the net. No, yes, it crossed the line, and Barry Stanley will be credited with that one.
Oh, look at the space here for Brian Greenoff.
And Cottrell has put it in. And Manchester United are in the lead.
So Willie Young up again. O'Leary at the near post. This is aimed towards Sammy Nelson and Willie Young. It is Willie Young with the header. And it's Price who turns it in. 1-1. Robson doing a little bit of organising himself there. Wilkins with a long cross. Wicks coming in with a header. Robertson. It's Harris's header. It only comes to Regis. Oh, it's a chance for Regis here, and he's made it. Well, that was a beautiful bit of skill by Regis. So another corner for Albion. Again, Tony Brown with it, curling right in there, and it's into the back of the net. And it's John Weil who's put it there. Lewington's after him now. And a foul on the West Bromwich Albion striker. Free kick already taken. Tony Brown is in there. That's another one, and it's the record. And that goal then by Tony Brown equals the West Bromwich Albion scoring record. 208 goals, and he shares it with Ronnie Allen.
Trying to get a 1-2, it might come for Hilaire. And it's a goal by Vince Hilaire. Oh, and it might come now for Swindlehurst. And it's number 2 by David Swindlehurst.
At the moment, it's Elvis, who is certainly not coming off.
Playing the ball through beautifully for Nicky Chaladen. Played inside again, and Williams will know he's missed a chance there. Now Elvis. And Hilaire. And now the game really beyond the reach of Brighton, or is it? Here's Brian Horton, and he's made it 3-1. Look at a watch that says, well, I think it's probably too late.
Mills on the far side. Birtles. And now with Anderson. And it comes to Gemmell. He didn't really mean it, but it came to him in the end. Anderson, that's the goal for Nottingham Forest. Beating the goalkeeper, Mark Kendall. Pratt. Ardiles. And here come Forest. Well, they've looked certainly more menacing in attack since they scored than at any other time in the game. They're getting a few men up. And here's Robertson. Oh, he's sending Naylor one way, then the other.
Oh, and a brilliant goal by Robertson. That surely is going to wrap it up. And that was a virtuoso piece of wing play by John Robertson. Back now to Pratt. Oh, it's a goal! That counts. Chilton beaten at last, but beaten by a cruel deflection. A certain amount of animation now in that Nottingham Forest bench. It's with Gamble. O'Hare. Oh, and it might go all the way for Birtles. That's given.
Just look how far Stapleton's going across the face of the goal. Oh, and he's lost it, Clements, and he's put in by Price.
The ball now with Harcourt. Well, Eastoe did well there. Here's Hamilton. And he did well also in finding Gillard, sidestepping his man. Well, Hamilton! Oh, what a brilliant goal! Well, the substitution truly has worked. And certainly Billy Hamilton has made a bit of a difference. Not only that brilliant goal he scored, but he's a big lad who knocked that ball on well. Bowles now turning it in for Clement. And yes! It's pushed behind again by Billy Hamilton for the second goal. Pucha, now for Donachie, now for Shannon. Played in firmly there, looked for the 1-2 and got it back again. Shannon, and a goal given for Mike Shannon. That familiar wheeling arm, but I think probably more a gesture than anything else at the moment.
As you can see there. Rice with the free kick. Sunderland there with a header, and Stapleton into the back of the net. Now, will it be 1-1? It is 1-1. He has not played the advantage. Tarantini in there, having a tussle with Walford, and Ricks playing it in. And this might come for Price, it might come for Rice, and it has! Hawk Rice! And it's a free kick for Arsenal. Towers and Dennis, two-man wall. Liam Brady with a little chip going in there, and a near post header beautifully taken by Sunderland to make it 3-1. And the ball, a good advantage played by the referee. The linesman was flagging furiously for a foul on Birtles. He thought that Birtles had a chance of keeping possession, and now it's with Robertson, and it's a goal! Which has already been taken. Nelson. Good defensive play again by Anderson, except that in the end he lost it and Brady can take it up. There's a good cross now. Stapleton on the far side, and it's knocked in! It's knocked in by Price. And McGovern getting lost, and the ball found by Brady. This could be an interesting break for Arsenal. Price is right in there, and Stapleton's right in there, and what a goal! That's Sunderland getting it away. Beck lifting it back again cleverly, and Davis having a shot saved again by Barry Siddle. And it really looked as though Fulham must score there. Davis right through, and Siddle doing well. And now Bolton at the other end. And that's a goal! And with a goalkeeper's body, and Joe Bolton gets his first goal of the season. Beck with the corner. And in fact, Marinello's header could have caused a few problems. Gale. Nice skills. Finding money. Good cross wanted, and it's got one. And it's there! Gordon Davis, who missed one or two chances in the first half, has put Fulham level. The referee adding to it now by saying that Leyton don't move before the kick is taken. The referee coming to the edge of the penalty area to watch for encroachment as Powell puts it into the back of the net and puts Sunderland 2-1 into the lead. Evanson letting it run, and his luck went with him there, taking it past Rowell. There's a lot of space for Banton on the 5. Beck wanting to assert himself, taking possession here now for Fulham. Banton's gone down that touchline. Now he wants a good cross. Too close to the keeper, I think. No, it's not. It's a goal! Dumfries heading has paid off at last. And Fulham are back at 2-2.
So, it's going to be Gary Owen. Oh, it may be Brian Kidd. Both are lining up. It's Brian Kidd with it. And it's a goal. And again, Watson out jumping everybody to get it clear. And a chance for a break here now for Manchester City. As Owen finds Barnes. Now, can Barnes get the better of play? Owen's right in there. But Barnes may not need him. What a beautiful goal! What a brilliant goal by Peter Barnes. And that is only his 3rd of the season. Owen. Now Barnes. He's left McAllister there. There was an obstruction by McAllister, but Barnes wasn't going to be denied by that. And Shannon, oh, a lovely goal! Made by Peter Barnes, though, those wheeling arms of Shannon. But he knows who deserves the credit for that.
O'Callaghan, another obvious target. When the ball does come swinging in here from Howard Kendall. And it's a goal! And Irvine has done it. Walsh. A long, optimistic shot, but no, it's not! It's there!
A chance to go into the lead. Keith Pritchett, a former Brentford player, now with a chance to put Watford ahead if he can get it past Lenborn. And it's 1-0 to Watford.
Booth. Cruz. Graham. Towards McCulloch. Smith getting in there.
That's 1-1. Dean Smith.
Carlton will take it. Cruz has come up again. McCulloch poised on the far side. So Carlton's kick.
And they head it on! And it's Phillips who's put it there. Again, Ross Jenkins on that goal line, as you can see. And it was just poured down, and Blissett makes it 2-2. In fact, Brentford are complaining about something there. And in fact, Watford themselves seemed a little surprised when the goal was given, but Clive Thomas had no doubts about that.
So a free kick now for Watford. Pritchett, who's just had a yellow card, with a long one coming in there.
And it's there by Jenkins. The danger that Brentford always knew existed from this lanky fellow. All season, he's already scored 1. Now, he has a chance to make it 3-3. Phillips versus Sherwood. And it's there. 3-3. Profit to be had with McQueen so dominant in the centre of that United defence. Played in the air, there's a fair chance he's going to win it, except that O'Guinness has won that one. And Koppel really thought that was the equaliser. Here's McIlroy now.
And that is the equaliser from Thomas. His first goal for Manchester United. And that's brought a bit of joy to that end of the ground. 1-1.
Boyer again, Peach waiting for it now, Peach getting it. Right foot perhaps, no, Alan Ball. Played in there, now for Peach! And a goal! David Peach! They're looking around for offside, the linesman kept his flag down, and Southampton have worked a superb goal. And here's John Robertson, and Golak with him, and Curran coming back quickly as well. Golak getting in there, and Gemmell playing it on for McGovern. And Forrest looking a little more aggressive in the second half. Here's Robertson now. Can he get a shot in? Oh! And a goal there! Oh! Well, Bertels got a chance he should never have been allowed. Ball, a little touch for Boyer. Barrett. Now Bertels. Going all the way, Bertels! He's on his feet. I suppose he was whacked up the back there, was Bertels, and that can't be allowed. O'Neill crossing it in, Peach. And here's Woodcock getting in. Gemmell. Woodcock. And another one. Tony Woodcock. Now that surely has killed them off. There's that ball in the back of the Southampton net. Williams. Bolton right in there. And Curran in here. Oh, and a great goal by Nick Holmes. Well, get back, he says. Let's get back to the centre and get started again, because maybe the whole thing's been opened up once more. Now it's McDowell for West Ham. Now to go a long way. Can he do something with it? Well, here's Devonshire quickly on that one. Devonshire all the way through. And a goal. Beautifully placed. West Ham's goal with 20 minutes gone. A superb piece of cool thinking by Alan Devonshire, and the joy that says it all. As it is at the moment, Brownlee bringing it forward for Newcastle. Cut out by Brush. Played on again by Robson for Brooking. Brooking playing it in for Robson. Oh, my word, a beautiful goal. Robson against his old club, but a goal of classic proportions. Nice, simple passing, accurate as well. Brooking. It's a good cross too. Fisted away though. Lampard turning it back, deflected in. Lampard will claim it, number 3. And Hardwick, no chance at all with that. And Holland battling away there. Brooking with the header again, skillfully played for Holland. Robson's right in there, Holland's going on. Forced a little wider than he wanted to go. Brush coming up in support of him. And McDowell in there! Number 4! Well, the goals are here for the taking this afternoon. Jeff Pike with it. Devonshire. Pike again. A little fall for McDowell. Hit well. Oh, a beautiful goal by McDowell. Well, that really is getting a goal out of nothing. Number 5 and the second for John McDowell. All this season he hasn't scored for the first team, and now 2 in this one game. And now Case. Flicked in there for Dalglish. Oh, Dalglish! And a goal! Dalglish! Greenoff. Jordan's right in there. And Jordan! Well, their reply was quick. Alderstone chipping it in there. Brian Greenoff was right in there, playing much more forward in the second half. Topple's in there. And Brian Greenoff's in there. And Brian Greenoff has done it. McDermott. Highway outside him. Thompson up ahead of him. Bailey is down, and that's the goal! Henson! And Paul Went is up there too. Aimed in fact towards Went, who got a good header in there. Houghton getting a header in there. Mayo with a chance to turn on it and score. Joe Mayo. Went. Well, he could be putting his goalkeeper in trouble. Fisted away. Oh, what a good piece of goalkeeping. And a goal by Sayo, 1-1. Mallory is off his bench. And the relief. And the relief in the Brighton camp. Free kick to Brighton. Chivers first away from his man. Paul Went finding Catlin. Sayer again, hurdling past all the challengers. A good cross there, and a goal by Chivers, 2-1. And Alan Mullery off the bench again. The gamble of buying Chivers for £15,000 from Norwich and putting him in the side and keeping him there for the second successive week has paid off. Roffey finding Coates. And a shot, and a beautiful goal by Coates, 2-2. Well, he hasn't hit many better than that. Might not come for Roffey, and Whittle and Roffey were waiting there. It wasn't a good ball from Chidozie, and it's given Brighton possession now. And it's Clark going all the way through to score a beautiful goal. They're off the bench again, and Brighton are in the lead again. Sayers after him. Played for Roffey, calling for the cross. Mayo's backward header. Balls with his header! 3-3. Eric Steele not happy with it, or at least with the cover. Goddard. Here's Walsh. And onside, Dave Clement. That's a surprise for Spurs. They found him onside, and he scored. Dave Clement has scored, and Spurs as one man are looking to the linesman. They can't believe that Clement was onside. Now Hoddle. Hoddle taking it back again. Perriman's right in there. And Perriman has equalised within a minute, 1-1. To come away again, once more with Jerry Murphy. Again seeking out Hilaire, and this time Hilaire's going by Richards. Swindlehurst. That's a goal! Played in for Murphy. They've got a few forward, including Nicholas on the far side. Murphy played in for Swindlehurst. A little 1-2 there. That's a goal by Murphy, number 2. Just look at the joy there and behind the goal.
Now it's up to the players here to sort out this last big push into the First Division. This one has apparently cleared their big debt. And here's Sanson crossing it in, and the goal by Swindlehurst. Well, there's the scene of joy, and it's shared by those on the field. Nelson's header, and Sunderland's again, good timing getting it in the air. Now Brady with Macari snapping at him. I wonder if that's going to be the sort of thing we shall see for 90 minutes, that Macari will need to stick close to Brady when he's in the midfield there. Price going right in there, and turning it back, and a goal, and it's got to be, well, either Talbot or Sunderland. And United have got a few men forward. Now it's Arsenal's turn to counter-attack.
with Brian Talbot. Rice going outside him. Here's Brady. It's going all the way. Can he find the shot or the cross? There's the little cross coming in, and that's number 2 by Stapleton. By Brady. Two nothing down, and hope now is fast fading for them as Koppel lifts that free kick in there again. It'll come all the way through to Jordan, turning it back in there again, and a goal! And it's given. And McQueen is the man who claims it, and suddenly United are back in the game with 4 minutes left. Well, the United fans wanted him to get on with it, and that wasn't a very good ball by him. But here's Koppel, and there's McElroy getting in there. Can he finish it off? Yes, he can! 2 goals in a minute, and suddenly United are back in it. Well, look at that picture, that tells it all. Arsenal were preparing their victory speeches.
Unbelievable, and delighted for them. They've earned it since 3 o'clock. They put themselves back in with a shout.
Well, Sammy McElroy, what an amazing turnabout. And the scenes on the 2 benches, well, I'm never know. The despair on the face of Don Howe and Terry Neal. But wait a moment, it's there by Sunderland, and they're back in the lead again, and they're off the bench once more. What an amazing cup final. Well, that's when you're at your most vulnerable, when suddenly you've got it all back.
Really right on top of his game tonight. Bowyer, little flick on. Woodcock and Bertels has got it. His first ever goal for Nottingham Forest, and it had to be in the European Cup. 1-0. Yes, of the 4 games, 1-1 here in the league, 0-0 at Anfield, and that 0-0 and 1-0 to Forest in the League Cup final as Bertels cuts through on his own. The pace and confidence to do it. Not a bad looking cross. Woodcock, and a superb goal from Barrett. That was as good as Forest are likely to get all season. So the penalty. Tony Brown. Yes, 1-0. Just over 5 minutes gone. Cunningham's got to get past Carrington. And he does. Looking cross. Brown! Yes, that'll do it.
Salsa versus Shilton. Yes, Grasshoppers 1-0. Fractionally less than half an hour gone. Archiga. Here's Woodcock. Bertels making the run outside. Bertels across O'Neill. Yes.
Vestine has a look up to see where Muller is. We'll give that back to Nyman. Through ball for Glovats. Glovats being chased by Needham. That's a good ball into Van Gool. Good drive and a goal. Yes. Van Gool, and that is a dramatic goal. Borussia Mönchengladbach player. 4 times capped for West Germany. Here's Woodcock. And once again, Cologne break and the long striding. Herbert Newman has looked and finds Van Gool. And he's all right. It's 1 against 1. Van Gool against Shilton. And now it's Muller to score goal number 2. Oh, my goodness me. Forest are in real trouble. Roland Gerber, the sweeper, the libero, the number 5. Needham and Lloyd in the box, the corner taken. Bowyer off to Robertson. Needham. And then he's looking for Bertels. And that was a beautiful goal from Gary Bertels. In the same net that he scored his first European Cup goal against Liverpool, has dragged Forest back into the game.
And Glovac turns out of trouble against Robertson and gives the ball immediately to McGovern. Now Robertson with a chance really to go at the Cologne defence. The chip. Birtles knocks it down, and Bowyer scores the goal. Beautifully constructed goal for Ian Bowyer. This man of all parts, man of all seasons. No thoughts of looking for a third at this moment. Here's Woodcock. McGovern. There goes Birtles. Turn Schuster. Oh, it was great. And a superb goal. John Robertson. What a fantastic goal by John Robertson. 3-2 Nottingham Forest. 17 minutes into the second half. Birtles across and Lloyd in. And McGovern trying to win this back. But Muller knocks it off for Van Gool. It's one-on-one at the moment. Van Gool and Okadira. Is this going to be dramatic? His first touch. Oh, yes it is. Oh my goodness me. What a way to come on as a substitute. And that man Van Gool did it again. Okadira.
So Alan Seamanson, in his last season with Mönchengladbach, can leave a mark here if he can put his side into the lead. He goes to Barcelona at the end of this season. Seamanson with a penalty for Mönchengladbach. 1-0.
Galles ouvre la marque par McGraw. Pays de Galles, Malte, c'était le premier match du groupe 8. Encore un corner. Encore un but gallois. Cette fois, c'est un but de l'avant-centre John Edwards. Tiens, un corner, c'est original. John Edwards est encore bien placé sur cette action. Le Pays de Galles mène 3-0 à la mi-temps. McGraw, prise avec un défenseur de Malte, réussit à centrer. But d'Edwards, 4-0. Toujours le Pays de Galles. Toujours Edwards. C'est son 4e but. Et c'est le 5e pour son équipe. Et ce n'est pas fini. But de Thomas, 6-0. James, puis Thomas. Revoilà Robbie James. Pays de Galles par Malte, 7-0. Puisque suite à ce corner tiré par Sorensen, Azé, l'avant-centre norvégien, ouvre la main. Coup franc pour l'Écosse. Le ballon pour la tête de Kenny Dalglish, un but partout. Grâce à l'avant-centre de l'équipe d'Écosse, qui est aussi celui de Liverpool. Surprenante tout de même cette équipe de Norvège qui avait déjà réalisé récemment un excellent match nul contre la Belgique à Lokeren. Et sur ce centre de Sorensen, un but d'Auckland. Écosse 1, Norvège 2. Avec l'Autriche, la Belgique et le Portugal, ce groupe 2 semblait déjà bien difficile. Si les Norvégiens se mettent de la partie, où allons-nous? Heureusement pour les Écossais, suite à cette déviation d'Andingré, Kenny Dalglish marque son 2e but et égalise donc pour l'Écosse. Nous retrouvons Dalglish qui passe à Sarnes pour Grill. Grill qui est fauché. Un pénalty indiscutable et pour une fois indiscuté. Un pénalty qui va être tiré et réussi par le capitaine de l'Écosse, Archie Gemmill. Score final, Écosse 3, Norvège 2.
Interesting cross towards the far post. Keegan.
Shoved off the ball unceremoniously there was McCreary by Curry.
Here's Peter Barnes doing the thing that Jack Charlton likes him to do. A lovely little flick though for Keegan, and a good cross by Keegan to the far side, and the header coming in, and it's there by Luxford. A corner then which Brooking will take. Watson's there, and another one! 3-0. The agony of Pat Jennings, beaten twice in the first 4 minutes of the second half. The swinging corner by Brooking again.
I think Ron Atkinson said at half-time that he didn't think the quality of the England crosses had been what it should have been. But in this second half, the quality has been that much better. Probably Ron's told him to get the ball deep and get it to the far post.
Corner coming in, Keegan's backward header, Ledford again! Petsai is there, the big tall number 5. Played wide here though for Baumeister. And a beautiful header there by Petsai. A magnificent Austrian goal. Petsai. Kreutz again. Yurtin outside him. Bit of space here for him to exploit for himself, though, but Keegan was there. Here comes Diarra, the little ball passed through there. And that's the second goal. Scored that time by Welzel. And Austria are 2-0 in the lead. Number 7, Welzel, the scorer. So now Koppel. Wilkins, the need to pull something back fairly quickly. And Koppel with a chance, but he stumbled when it looked as though it might be on. He's got it across in there. Keegan! And England have struck back at once. And Kevin Keegan has scored the goal that's done it. What a leap by Keegan, and what good work by Steve Koppel as well. Kreutz, who's really been a star this first half for Austria. And here come the Austrians again. Crossed in once more, and a goal! And Welzel has done it again. To make it 3-1, a superb individual goal. Thank you, Peter Shilton. It's Peter Barnes now on the ball for England. Cross coming in on the far side, and the ball falling for Keegan. Can he get the shot in? He can. And can Koppel get a shot in? And he can, and he scored. And England are really right back in it now with that goal by Steve Koppel. After a good shot by Keegan that wasn't held by the keeper. Phil Thompson. Wilkins, played for Brooklyn. Played in for Trevor Francis now, looking to get the cross in. Played it instead for Koppel. And now for Barnes, didn't get a shot in, but Wilkins has! And it's 3-3. Beautifully made England goal. Ray Wilkins, the scorer, with a really blinding right foot shot. Something that may have happened off the ball as Zara curls in the free kick. Oh, and a beautiful goal. Petsai has done it again.